Let's continue rolling here. We're going to jump right in. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stream tonight, so let's get right into it. I got to find the right cue. Oh, let's get some audio, though. Punt galore for science, you know it. We're going to play fast and loose. We're going to, as I've said, when we've done this before, our main goal here is to learn card interactions on the battlefield. Just seeing, you just don't really understand a set till the rubber hits the road. And that's what we're going to do here. We're not going to spend too much time on deck building. We're not going to spend too much time. We're not going to play out an event. We're going to play 2 or 3 games per deck, and we're going to just dive back in and keep going. So that's our plan here today. All right, before we get really going here on this Throne of Eldraine preview stream sealed, I do want to thank, besides my sponsored account from Wizards of the Coast, I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, who does so much to help me keep streaming. They support me, and if you wanted to support them to show your support for me, that would be sweet. You can do that through the affiliate link down below in my panels. And anything you need for your physical Magic game, your tabletop Magic life, please keep Card Kingdom in the loop on that and give them a chance to make you happy with your purchase with them. They're going to do right by you. So thank you, Card Kingdom. Let's jump in. We're going to take a look at our rares and mythics here. I'll get out of your way. James offering some tips. He says, watch out for adventures getting countered and fizzled. You don't get to cast the creature. That's a great point. Like, it's these adventures seem really powerful. It looks like we have one here. For those of you who don't know who adventures, we have Fae of the Wishes, 1 in a blue for a 1/4 flying that has the ability 1 in a blue, discard 2 cards, return Fae of Wishes to its owner's hand. We'll get to the creature in a second. But we also has the Sorcery Adventure Granted. So it's a Fae of Wishes, and this is a wish granted, I'm sure. 3 in a blue. You may choose a non-creature card you own from outside the game, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Kind of a constructed plant, that, but not impossible to find something worthwhile in Limited. Maybe a sideboard card that that you wouldn't have main decked, but hey, they're playing red, so you bring in the anti-red or whatever. But I'm just really, I keep thinking on these adventure cards, and especially from reanimating them, you know, these are the best Gravedigger targets because you get both sides again. So anyway, yeah, let's look at the creature of this too. We've got a 1/4 flying for 2, and it doesn't have a drawback. So therefore, already I'm going to play this. Like, it's a constructed plant, but if we're in blue, I'm perfectly willing to play a 1/4 flying for 2. That's actually a pretty good rate there. The fact that you can get card disadvantage to save it while not appealing on its surface, if you need to save this, that's cool. And keep in mind, when you bring it back to your hand, you get to reactivate the adventure, right? So you cast it from exile, ditch 2 cards and bring it back, and you do get to replay Granted. So it does have that loop going for it. But I think it's not amazing. We're mainly playing this for the 1/4. We would play this for the 1/4 flyer for 2. Let's keep going through these other ones, though. This is the other adventure card we've got here. Realm Cloaked Giant is 5 white for a 7/7 vigilance. Not super impressive, but it's free to do later after you do the adventure spell, presumably. So let's see what that is. Cast Off. 3 white sorcery adventure. Destroy all non-giant creatures. Now, I don't know how many giants there are in this set, but assuming not a bunch, this is a fine sweeper. You know, 5 mana Wrath is good, and then it's a Wrath with a late game body attached. Even that's great. Like, I'm all, that seems great. Not many giant. Yeah, this is the Beanstalk Giant. Is that what we're going for here? Maybe so. Anyway, I think we're going to try and play that. It's I mean, in generally, if you're in white, you're going to play your 5 mana Wraths anyway, assuming they're not, it's not a giant filled format or whatever. But being able to cast a 7/7 basically as a tack on sometime later is quite amazing. So I'm impressed with that. Clackbridge Troll, 3 black for an 8/8 trample haste. Oh, I think we reviewed this one because I did do black, and I think we liked this one. It just seemed like tricky but good. So 5 mana trample, 8 trample haste. You know there's going to be something going on. And of course, when it enters the battlefield, your opponent gets 3 goats, 0/1 goat creatures. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, so starting with the turn you play this, because it has trample haste, you not because, I mean, it's going to do that anyway, but it matters because of that. Opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap the troll, you gain 3 life and you draw a card. So basically you drop this and they have to start choosing between taking an attack from an 8/8 trampler or giving you a 3 life and a card in exchange for their worst creature, which is going to start with 3 goats, but then they can move it up to other stuff. But if this were just a 5 mana enchantment that said during your upkeep, Oppo sacrifices a creature and you gain 3 life and draw a card, you would totally play that. Of course, they get a choice, but it's a rock and a hard place. Both of Oppo's choices here are bad ones. So I think we're going to try and play that if we can. That seems great. Embercleave is 4 red. It's a mythic here, so let's check this out. Oh, legendary artifact equipment. For a flash equipment, that's unusual. I bet you can equip it at flash speed, or else that's kind of not useful. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control, so it's an offensive card, and it can get down to as low as 2 mana. 2 red mana. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. There you go. There's the instant speed attachment. A creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. The trample's real. Man, that seems good as well, especially if you are playing like green-red and get some fatties going. The giving a green creature +1/+1 double strike and trample is kind of GG. Yeah, let's play these together, huh? I think we have to. I was going to play this Realm Cloak Giant, but wow, what a combo that would be. Let's keep going and see where we're going to end up. We do have another red and another black, so maybe we are red-black pull here. Ironcrag, a Pyromancer, 2 and a red for an 0/4. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, Ironcrag Pyromancer deals 3 damage to any target. Holy moly. This turns rummaging and looting into just non-stop lightning bolts. That seems crazy. Yeah, we're going to throw decks together and try stuff out. I think we're going to go red-black here just because of the interesting pulls, though I don't know what kind of support we'll have for this Pyromancer, so let's look for looting and rummaging in particular. I know Luis and Marshall hit on that a little bit in the set review when they came upon looters and whatnot, but I just want to reiterate we get excited because, ooh, Opt, hey, if you have Opt, it becomes a lightning bolt. That's great and everything, but man, these rummaging and looting effects that give you this every turn are bonkers. So we are, we're going to see if we can make that work, but also if you don't have the ability to draw a second card in a turn, this is an 0/4 for 3 and we're just not going to play it, right? So it's a very build around. And the artwork I think is great in terms of they're increasing their representation, including body types, which is great. That's not a person you would have seen on a Magic card in past years, I think, and she kicks ass. Way to go, Wizards. Ayara, First of Lochthwain for black. Oh, for 2/3. That's pretty hefty. Like we've seen Adamant give you the option of paying 3 of a color for a black spell or whatever, but this one just requires it. So that's a pretty hefty ask. And what do we get? Whenever she or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice another black creature, draw a card. I don't know if this is a this is a this is a way to draw another card. You're right, Steven. But it does seem like hard to run here. This is talking about constructed plants. This is made for constructed. Sacrifice your rat burglars and whatnot to this. Seems great. But I don't know if we'll play it. We may play these 3, but I don't know if we'll play that. Anyway, those are our rares. So let's go and take a look at what the other colors have to offer. I like to go through by rarity, switch to uncommons next. We've looked at the rares and uncommons. Now let's go like this and take a look. Actually, we can do it large size. It'll be a little bit easier for people to see. And am I properly out of your way? Let's see. Actually, battlefield right, I think looks good here. What if I go like that? You can't really see this one. Oops. Hold on. I'll hold it up though. That'll, let's see, Venerable Knight. Let's see, how much should I look? Maybe we should just not overthink this and just actually let's make a red-black deck and play. I really don't want to overthink it. Whenever Sir Kara, the bold or instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to a player. Okay, so when it or burn basically damages a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Ooh, and deals 1 damage to any target. I like, yeah, sure. That's not a rare? Okay, we got another rare, folks. This dragon is 4 red in this deck, so unlikely to probably play it if we're going to go red-black. Whenever Locked Dragon enters the battlefield or attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Well, it is supporting that crazy lightning bolt lady. Is that yeah. And then Joust. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets +2/+1 until end of turn. If it's a knight, then those creatures fight each other. Okay, so it's a fight card, but you really want to be running knights. I bet we'll have some knights. We'll run that. Claim the Firstborn. Gain control of a target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less until end of turn. Untap that creature, gains haste. I heard Marshall and Luis talk about this one. I basically agree. Like, it's cute, but not really for limited, and more flavor than anything. Oh, this is great though. We like Foulmire Knight. We're definitely gonna play that. Spectre Shriek is anti-black, so I think we're gonna pass on that. I also didn't like Cauldron Familiar very much. I don't think. Covetous Urge. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Okay, that's very good too. Wow, a lot of rare feeling cards. This feels rare to me. Yeah, you need a lot of food generation, right? And I just don't think we're there. That's true. There is a sack outlet. But yeah, cat seems bad. I don't think we're playing that. I don't think we're playing any of these. Let's go look at commons. And we'll do our. Actually, I'll just do this, and we'll take a look at everything. I don't like Lash of Thorns. You don't win combat enough. Forever Young seems very good, though, especially if we've got some bomby creatures, so we're definitely going to play that. Giant Skewer. Oh, yeah, this is the food token maker. Are we going to play that? I don't think we're playing that either. Did I get Tournament Grounds land? I don't know. Is that... we can check... Ugh, I don't want to see basics, though. I just want to... we'll check this later. Let's finish building out this part. Malevolent Noble. Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. The fact that it's not restricted to sorcery speed means the response factor makes this pretty nice if you can keep 2 mana open. And I'll throw Ayara in for now. I don't know how good she's going to be, but I think still playable. We did get 1 Bacon to a Pie. That's nice. Barrow Witches. I'm going to figure we're going to have some knights in red-black and throw this in, but we can take it out if we don't. Here's our troll that we liked. Wolverine. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, it gets +1/+1, gains first strike until end of turn. That's not that amazing. I mean, its upside is that it can be a +3. I mean, we might play it for curve reasons, but I'm not super excited. Might play a Fling. I'm not high on Fling, but if we're just trying to get going here, we're gonna do what we can to get a deck going. That seems great. Oh, it can't block, but still, it's a knight. We're gonna try this. 7 dwarves. We got 3 of the 7 dwarves. Is that enough? Probably for curve reasons. Let's put him in for now. Cute, but not complete enough in its falter effect to be worth running, I think. Oh yeah, swing and fling the giant. After we make it a 9/9 double strike, though, right? Brimstone Trebuchet. Yeah, we can run this. Even we don't have a ton of knights, I don't think, but this is okay. Sounds like a knight. Embereth Paladin. Haste, Adamant. If yeah, oh yeah, this is. Luis and Marshall like this more than I do, but we're gonna run it. I don't think it's that great, but we're gonna run it. Forwarding fruit. I didn't see it. Like we're just moving around. I hadn't looked at it yet. Let's see. We'll look at it now. Target. Oh yeah, these are great. Yeah, no, we'll play both of those. I just didn't see it because stuff is moving around as I click. Whenever Ogre Errant attacks, another target attacking knight gains menace. Hey, I'm playing this for 3/4 for 4. Not unhappily, I'm not thrilled about that, but 3/4 for 4. Depending on the stats of other creatures in the set can be fine, so I'm going to put that in for now. Steering Barrage sounds like something we'll play because it sounds like removal. Deals 5 damage to target creature. Yep. I can get the controller as well. That's good to see. We got Embercleave that we liked. Ginger Brute. Nice name. Haste. 1/1 for 1. Ginger Brute. Oh, here, I'm in your way here. I wonder if I'm going to put this in for now just to move the Ginger Brute. Ginger Brute can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. 2, tap, sacrifice Ginger Brute, you gain 3 life. Because he's food. I get it, Wizards. I get it. The Ginger Brute is food. That doesn't seem good, though, right? And that's an interesting thing, except by creatures with haste. More flavor. That's a weird... I've never seen that rules text before. Irish thinks it's solid. What makes it solid? It's doing a lot of things I don't like, and none of them add up to a card, I don't think. Not for this deck. Lochthwain Gargoyle gets +2/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. I'm also here. Let me put this back. We'll go here. 1 mana, 0/3. Pay 4 and it becomes a 2/3 flyer. And I guess if you have 8, you can make it a extra high flying 4/3. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of weak. Yeah, so James, it's great if you can pump it. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're doing that. I think this is sealed. We're going to be more controlling. Witch's Oven. Sacrifice a creature, create a food token. If the sacrificed creature's toughness is 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens. That's clever. Big creatures get more food. And we're never playing this though, right? Jousting Dummy. 2/1 for 2. And it pumps for 3. And maybe the best 2/1 for 2 colorless that I've ever seen. But yeah, we're still not doing that, right? That seems like fancy place in No Irish. Hey Miggy, welcome. Yeah, I'm not usually on this late, but glad you found us. Is it really worth it? Yeah, an infinite loop of... I don't know. Thank you for that sub. I'm not sold. Yeah, but you have to use a creature to do that. Like... I mean, sorry, you have to use a card. It takes up a whole card to play this Witch's Oven, and all I'm getting out of it is... food? If I'm doing some of the food tokens, I don't know. I'm not sold on that. Clockwork Servant. 3, Adamant. When Clockwork Servant enters the battlefield, if at least 3 mana of the same color was spent to cast it, draw a card. Huh. A lot of artifacts that are... But classically, artifacts are just on the edge of playability, but frequently don't quite pull me there. We already got a 41. Let's see. We go. What are we looking at now? 15/9. Some say
ya, a rap burglar.
Thank you for the sub. Curve looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that curve. Maybe a little heavy at 5, but we're sealed. Oh no, now where have we gone? This, you're talking about, this is filler. Yeah, enter Battlefield Scry 2. That's not bad filler. Not no evasion, but I like the Scry 2 late. Weapon Rack 4. Weapon Rack enters the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it. Move a counter from Weapon Rack to target creature as a sorcery. 4 mana over 3 turns to add 3 power. That doesn't seem worth it. Seems a little slow. Roving Keep. 7 mana for a 5/7 defender, and for 7 mana it gets +2, gains trample, and it can attack, right? Yeah. For 7 mana, that seems like an awful big ask. Okay, let's just trim this down by a couple and start playing Magic. Although I do want to check our lands. Let's make sure we're not sleeping on any good lands. I really hate, like, is there a fast way to look at your non-basics? Has anybody figured that out? Like, I shouldn't have to click 7 times to see that I have a Mystic Sanctuary, but I'm nervous about, like, filtering down colors. Is it... Ah, yeah, take it off of that, I suppose. But then I have to... That's weird. So I go like this. All right, I guess that does it, but that's still a lot of clicks. Anyway, it's a blue land. We're not going to play it, so we're moving on here. Okay, so back to looking at our curve, cutting 2 cards. I'm just going to cut a fling. And I guess just profit. It's filler. I think I do if I just click blue, yes. How many knights? Oh, I would just a few, but I think I kind of like the trebuchet is just sitting there pinging from a distance. It's a little weak at 4 toughness for 3 mana, but this is sealed. Again, I'm not going to overthink this. We're going to give it a try. Let's just go. I want to try cards on the battlefield. In fact, you know, if you guys want to try the food kitty cauldron infinite combo, whatever, we can do it. I'm going to start pretty baseline here to begin with, but I'm happy to give that a shot if it's of interest to people. I don't know, Zach. Depends on how much work you do. All right, here's the Ayara in our 1 swamp. Okay, not the best. Can we even keep this? I don't think we can keep this. I'm going to mulligan this. 7 dwarves we can play. Pyromancer. Are we even doing anything to draw twice? I can't remember now. Again, I certainly didn't overthink this deck. We'll keep this though, and I'm going to have to drop a mountain here. We got a lot of cheap action at least. Yeah, I guess we start with black in case we draw into... I guess it doesn't really matter. Hey, Fresh Doogie, this is the first sealed, yeah. They're haggling. I like this card. That seems like a fine place to start for Oppo. We'll drop a mountain and wolves. Yeah, we got some bombs. That's what we kind of built around. Although, as I've told people up front, I'm not working too hard to get the perfect deck or anything on this one. We just want to get to the battlefield quick. I can obsess over card picks for days, so just getting going is good. Thank you, Brainiac. Yes, late night stream. I was away all day today, but could not pass up the chance to try these new cards. This isn't a knight, so we're not going to do that. This can't block, though. Just looking at 7 dwarves versus the Pyromancer. I guess we'll play the Pyromancer. It can actually block a 3/1 and will probably be a lightning rod, even though we can't really get the value out of this with how we built the deck. I would expect that Oppo would try and kill it. Well, I was hoping they would use a card to kill it, but they didn't. They got it for free, because this is a real card, but that's all right. Oh, look, we have Forever Young. Too bad we cannot ping off the card draw from Forever Young, but we can make this into a 3/1. We're going to go... Let's play a dwarf here. What does this do? Flag? It's just a 3/1 now. We're going to stay back. Skara is a good get for me. Well, let's see if we can come back from this, but I'm not loving our chances. Not misreading this, right? Can't block. Some say I never heard of ya. Yeah, that's fine. We have 3 of the 7. So if we get hit by the Skull Knocker Ogre, we're going to replace whatever's in our hand. So maybe we... This isn't a knight. We have no knights here. Which 3? Right now, Grumpy, Tired, and Dopey. I know Tired isn't a dwarf. I'm being silly. Let's see. We do have 2 creatures here, though. This, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. Like, this doesn't kill unless we trade, right? We don't have a knight. So actually, I'm going to leave this one for them to swap out. And we will... Oh, we're going to Forever Young and get something random, huh? Yeah, Salty the dwarf. I like it. They should have a Salty. I like that. I'm the 8th dwarf Salty. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going to go... I don't want to do that yet. If I do this, I draw one of the... Well, oh no, I'll do this and bring the creature back. Okay, this will work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do both of these. Wait, didn't... Okay, so say I get to order them, right? Because I want to put this on top and draw it. And then if we... Now we have... They might not attack. We'll actually try and trade now, but if it... I'm going to stay on D here. I think we're defensive. What we need to do is come up with a full 7 alternate dwarves. Salty and Sleazy are our first 2. We need 5 more dwarves, please. I'm going to try both blocks. What does this do? Alright. It's just a removal spell. How did that do? What did that do? What did I not understand about that card? Did something... Oh, right. Never mind. I got it. They killed the 1 dwarf, making it small. Good play, Oppo. I think that kind of does us in. Don't know how we can win from here. Can't even use Joust on the Eye Collector because they would just trade. Hey Mobius, thanks for that. Getting wrecked pretty quickly here. Mulliganed and then got blown out on a kind of forced block. There was not much we could do about that. I'm going to move on. Good job, Skara. Definitely Scoopy right now. Yeah, maybe so. but I think we don't like Parappa says. I think you should have jousted when you had the 2 dwarves to take out the ogre. But all we do there is trade ogre for 2 of our cards and reduce our dude down to a 2/2. I guess he can then trade with the other one, but it's a lot. I kind of feel like at that point I just want to say have it, and we have it or don't. But setting ourselves back with a 2-for-1 is just another path to losing, I think. All right, we'll jump back in. You'd have cycled the 1 black and only blocked the 4/3 if it was really good. We needed to kill that thing, though. Also, whatever. I'm not. Again, I'm here today to just run stuff out and see how it goes. I'm not gonna worry too much about play mistakes, etc. I really just want to see how the cards interact and see what we think is powerful. So I'll start here because we have the black heavy needs. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. We're definitely going to play a mountain on 2. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll start down the dwarves path. Hey, Nantuko, just started. This is the 2nd game I've ever played of it, so it's terrible so far. It sucks. You mulligan every time and get run over by your opponent. That's what happens 100% of the time you play this format. Oh, my record, no. My record is... Nothing about that is particularly correct here. I'm just going to go like this for right now. All right, so we're definitely going to play our other dwarf, and I'll play another swamp, though. We could have Tilty along with Salty. Remember, they don't have to all be end in Y or whatever. You know, you have classics like Doc, right? We don't have to do. It could just be. You know, one of them could just be Mize. Oh yeah, that's all right. Yeah, Scoop's good. All right, we can cast this. There's nothing to joust. We'll just go with this. Draw some cards. Hey, look, 3 swamps. We can do that rare now. Don't feed the dwarf. I mean the troll. So far, this one's pretty easy. What do you know? They've got removal, but we made them use their premium removal on a dwarf. That's not bad. And we have Forever Young if we really want to get it back, but we're going to just go with our rare uncommon here. Oh, right, I should have done that first. I'm not, I'm already not reading cards, as you would expect of me. Of course, we couldn't have played it, so it's not that big a deal. still, I ought to read cards. Reading cards is pretty all right if you like winning and stuff. All right, what are they doing up here? We got a Lonesome Unicorn. Rider in Need. Wow, that seems strong. Installment plan is pretty expensive, I guess. It's not cheap. New tap symbol to highlight activated abilities. No, I think that's been there. Sorry, Oppo. Let's see. What are we doing here? We can play... We can just joust and kill that thing and get in. I'm going to start there. That seems fine. Uh-oh, they got pump. All right. They're tapped, but we still get the fight. And we'll dump the hand except for the Forever Young. Oh, did I forget something? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, well. Again, there's going to be no end of play mistakes here. Don't worry about it. We're just trying to see how these cards perform on the battlefield. I'm not holding myself to any standards of play on preview stream days. I know I missed an activation. Oh, I quit. Everybody tries to quit Magic. It never sticks. Silver Flame Squire. What do you got here? That's did they do this before? Target. Did they cast on alert? Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Untap it. They just decided they needed bodies there, I guess. Hey, look. Well, let's see how this one goes. Hey, look. This is a combo, right? Goats and pinging goats. We don't even need to do this now because they're going to have enough to sack anyway. But we might do, let's see, let's go, let's let them choose here. I guess we have a Blood Haze attack that's reasonable. Did we get... What was our second card drawn? How do we draw a card? Oh, because of that. Yeah, oh, cool, nice. I'm going to be reading and failing to read. Fake Rage Clip. Oh, good. Hey, maybe Oppo doesn't read either. Boy, as usual, I just feel a little overwhelmed by new set. Does that, you know, every time a new set comes out, I feel like I don't actually know how to play Magic at all, right? It's just like, oh, so much reading and so much sussing and so much punting. Sir Conrad the Grim. Oh yeah, this is this, there's a lot of, they're doing the whole rare feeling uncommons a lot more, certainly. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's a good point. I could have done that on my turn. Yep. All these cards are like these. This is complicated. This is like these are some complicated uncommons right here. Powerful, but rare, like complexity and power. New. Yeah. All right. And yes, I see I should have pinged when this was on the stack because of that, but ah well. Hey, good night, Zach. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, neat. What was this? It was like, for each attacking creature? Cool. So we can get this down to pretty, to 2 red. Well, we're going to ping here, so maybe not. I want to kill this before we attack with the Clack Bridge. Make him sack something real here. And then this should be pretty sweet. Looks like they're not going to give us a double draw. We get to attack. I think that means they're dead. Oh, yeah. That's not maybe the best view. They didn't even let us put it on the Clackbridge troll. That was good. In our minds and hearts, we know that was a 9/9 trample double strike, dude. Oh yeah, they didn't let it resolve, so we could see the sweet mythic animation or whatever. All right, well, what do you want to do? One more here? Let's do one more with this, and then we'll grab another deck, okay? Or if you really want, we can try. There's some shenanigans available there. Although the thing is, like, if we go and build the shenanigans version of this deck that's like trying to do food-based, recursive, infinite combo stuff, we're never gonna it's unlikely to happen. Draft was only available for a short window in which I was not available. Yeah, sorry. But my philosophy on preview day Turbo Cop is variety, not riding out to the end. We just this is all free thanks to Wizards. Thank you, Wizards. So we're just gonna play this out for a bit, and then play this last one, and then just go again, get some new cards, new deck. You know, we'll keep this. I'm going to play the Swamp in case we don't have a 2 to play and we have Foreboding Fruit. Yeah, one of the, like, keep an eye out for this symbol, you know, on your cards. The adamant symbol is this flag on the left, and it's an important reminder that you may want to cast that spell differently. This is a Youthful Knight, 2/1 first strike, sure. Foulmire Knight. We can't do both sides of this yet. I think I'll just wait till we can do both sides next turn, and we'll start with the Pyromancer here. And then drawing a card and losing a life will actually get us a Lightning Bolt. If this survives. The deck has a little bit of a high end, but it's got quite a good low end. Quite a populous low end. We have a lot of 2-drops in the deck. I'm not going to make any claims about quite how good it is yet, but it's definitely reasonably populous. So, sweet. This is the first time we've been able to activate Iron Craig. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Draw a card and lose a life. Throwing around lightning bolts just for drawing extra cards. Must be my birthday. Oh, auto tap screwed me though. Okay, good to remember on that. I was like, wait, didn't I have another play? I did if I didn't let auto tap screw me. Yeah, this seems bonkers. Like, if you just build around it, I mean, we get to play for Foreboding Fruit and it'll work, you know? It's just really something else. And here we'll go Noble and Foulmire. We can activate this again off the fruit, but we need to target, so nothing really to do now. We have 2 mana up to use for the Noble if we want, though. Tappy, or maybe something about the draft bots. Maybe one of them's called just bot. Instead of doc, we have bot. All right, we're gonna lightning bolt that thing out of the way. Face is not a good target when you have limited ammunition is the thing, right? Face is a good target if you're winning the game off of it, but we're gonna try and smash face. Can't find a third black currently, but maybe we'll get there here. Nope, not yet. But let's see, do we want the knight with the first strike or the 3 toughness? Both of these kind of blank what we're doing. So we'll just get one into the other, I think. But for now, still don't have any good attacks. This is an instant, is it? No, not instant, not instant. Yeah, we have like 2 more enablers, so we're going to be lightning bolting each turn here coming up. I think I'll try and gather our list of dwarves together for tomorrow, and we'll try and settle on our 7 dwarves, the 7 magic dwarves. Good time zone to you, Emerk. Glad you could join us. Yeah, that would work, right? Because Sirkara, if that's the one, that's our 3 red one, that would do it. S. Doherty suggests Morrow. That's not a bad one, although I think if we can, we should try and keep it to stream-themed names. I forget which one that is, which one we're talking about, actually. I see what you did there, Mensch. Sealed. Yeah, my overlay was wrong, so I just blanked it for right now. We'll do that before the next sealed. Get that fixed. Sack the Death Touch, get it back for the draw. That's true. That's true. We can just forever young it back. Let's see. Enchant creature without flying. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. We're not gonna, because it's about to become somewhat useless. This is only our 3rd game. So I don't have too much to tell you other than Pyromancer has been nuts for us, even when we barely have, like, we have just some tools here and there. We have a couple of foreboding fruit, a forever young, you know, we don't have a ton. We have this dude, but it's all been great. It's just like, it's all been great. Every time we do it, it's great. Nothing to go get, although we could cycle for the draw if we felt that was important. What do you got? A Wintermoor Commander here. Death Touch. Toughness equal number of knights when it attacks. Target. Okay. Yeah, we should probably just kill that and then that. So many things to kill. Actually, maybe just use this on here. It can't sack itself, I looked, yeah. Another, sack for an artifact or another creature. And I'm just gonna cycle this. I don't think we even have any creatures in the yard, but I just want to cycle this to draw a second card. Oops. You'll attack for 0. This is limited. Yeah, it's sealed. Here, I'll try and adjust this while I'm... Thank you for bits. Appreciate the cheer. This is, geez, I got a new set code. ELD sealed. And then you like this and like this. Wow, you seem good. We'll just kill you. Into a pie with you. Three damage to target creature or planeswalker. Sure. Finally resorting to using premium removal on our 1/1. I'm down with that because they're going to regret that almost immediately. We do have other creatures. I thought 3 was enough, especially for the curve filling purposes. Oh no, 4 toughness. Well, how the heck are we supposed to defeat 4 toughness? I guess we're going to give up a dwarf and then foreboding fruit after. So it looks like it defaults to assuming you want an adamant. That's, I think, correct. Oh, targeted player, that's us. Ah, but it asks you, I see. Yeah, we'll pay adamant. You know it. Hey, check that out. And we get to sack this creature. Right, another, each opponent loses and you gain. We sack to draw. Add one, oh, 5 mana Icy Manipulator. Not super impressed. Kind of Icy Manipulator plus, but 3 mana tap for anything rock. This is kind of like, we knew that was coming. You know how these class of cards that Wizards has that they like print and they tack on an ability every time? Like, this is becoming one of their new ones. 3 3-mana artifact that taps for 1 of any color, and then you get some rider on it. So that's interesting design space. They can do that on a lot of sets for some good yeah, like, because you know it's we know baseline 3-mana artifact to add 1 of any color is fine. So then basically any extra rules text is great. Are we doing anything with food besides eating it? I don't know. I have some food. I'll leave. I don't know what our synergies are there, so I'm just going to leave that one. Oh, isn't there stuff going on here too? Oh yeah, that's not draw. That's when you were saying that was not draw. This is the one that's draw, though, that I thought you were talking about. So we go... Let's just play it. The Late Late Show. Hey, East. Good time zone to you. Play this, and now we're kind of passing. See if we can make this rare do some work in the face of a pretty beefy first striker over here. Yeah, right. We ping and draw, ping and sack, and then we get him. Oh, when the red creature deals damage, does it trigger Seer? Yeah. Whenever Seer or what are we talking about? The red creature? No, that doesn't seem to work. Or an instant or sorcery spell. So no, only instant or sorcery spell. I really wish we could sack it, because I don't want to exile it. We have ways to get... Well, actually, we spent it already. So, oh well, that combo's off. And I can't use that. I'll find the right place. What about this? I'm gonna increase chat a little bit in size. I'm gonna move Card Kingdom down here today. Sorry, Card Kingdom. I'm gonna make you small a little bit. Right, you can hang out right next to me. And then I want to leave this area free on screen so that I can zoom in on cards and not have anything super important, well, you know, get in the way of people reading it. Maybe it is time to go to face. I do want to draw a card, so I'm going to do this. Although yeah, let's do this. Do we see what we draw? We do. It doesn't change anything, so we'll go face here. Hey, Cunning Walrus. No real opinions so far. We're on our 3rd game in, so I don't have any strong opinions. Although I would say it feels complicated, but it's just, I think, new Magic set, complicated brain. You know, everything feels complicated. When you're doing it for the first time here in Magic Land. Adelwar, are you talking about the Deckmaster feature? Trip was good, bittersweet, but lovely to send my daughter off for the next phase of her life's adventure. Bell of the Brawl is nice. That's a nice pair, right? This one gets becomes a 5/4 first strike, and this one becomes a 4/3 menace. Nice. Yeah, I took my daughter to college today. My eldest is gone. Insert all of the appropriate cliches. They're all true. Yeah, they do start late. Yeah, it is a pretty late start date. That's what I was telling her. Ember Cleave is going to surprise them. What does it do? Remember? +1/+1 and double strike and trample. It's actually not great unless they put it at the right place, but we're going to go ahead and we don't have to attack with everything. We can just attack with like double strike and trample on 7 dwarves. Would not get it done, but it does get it done here. I guess we just send in this. Yeah, well, we send. Yeah, right. We'll send all because like if they block, just making sure like if our smallest thing gets through, we deal 6. I'm gonna send in everything but our pyromancer. There's their artifact. Does attacking with this really matter, though? And these are just going to trade. That's fine. So yeah, we'll just we'll take out Sir, and then should be good from here. Get them down to 5 and empty their board. Don't scoop, Oppo. We want to see it resolve. Yeah, they may have spaced. I'm certainly doing that. Oh, it does give trample. Good point. But does it matter? Maybe they would have blocked the Pyromancer. That doesn't seem realistic, though. I suppose it does, Turbo Cop, you're right, but what I felt was that it looks so weird to attack with it that I wanted to disguise our Ember Cleave a bit, so leaving back the 0/4 at least made it look like a somewhat normal block. That was my thinking. You got it, Oppo. Yeah, no. It's a mythic, though. Why isn't there no fancy animation? They're falling down on their fancy animation job, I guess. Exploding Nissa? Oh, yeah. Unless this does something stupid. Well, when I was there, the policy was all mythics get an animation. I don't know if they changed that. Yeah, they might be a little behind on those or something. All right, let's be done with this one. That was cool. We got our sword out a couple of times. No, you can use it for any exploding planeswalker you choose. All right. End of sealed number 1. We resign. See you, YouTube.